Reefers, we're here today and we're going to be installing this big bad boy, the Red Sea ReefMAT 1200. So as the name suggests, it does up to 1200 litres. Our tank is 900, so this is the one for it. Now we're going down this route because we did have the Clarity on Reefzilla. It did work good for the first period of time, and then the motor on it's not the best. It's hard to assemble, as you can see by this clip here. Incredibly hard to assemble. There's extra pieces, the instructions are confusing. It's extremely hard to get the roller on and off, and putting on a new roll is does my head in. It was not a pleasant experience for the price. So Red Sea ReefMAT is basically the total opposite. It's nearly plug and play. So let's go through and have a look at the Red Sea ReefMAT and see what we're actually got in the box. So opening the box, first thing we have obviously is the ReefMAT itself. It actually comes as a complete unit. There's very little assembly required on it. Everything is pretty much as it is. We obviously have instructions come with it. We have glue for gluing pipes. We've got the extra fittings to go onto a variety of different plumbing. Now our Red Sea Reefer 900 3XL, it has 40mm pipes in the sump, so we'll actually have to cut those and use the connectors to plumb everything up. We have the conductivity sensor. So unlike other options out there, it's not a light sensor, not an optical sensor, not a float switch, anything like that. This is conductivity, so you need salt water to be able to use this one. We've got leg kit, so that's instead, if you don't want to hang it on the side of your sump, you can actually put it on legs. Good thing is it does have this notch here to actually hang it on the side of the sump. It's actually really reinforced as well. It's got extra plastic there, so it can handle the weight of the unit and the water inside it. We have a pipe. So this goes obviously from the ReefMAT into your sump. Good thing about the ReefMAT as well is that it has dual entry, so it gives you more options for installation. We have a media basket. So instead of socks and cups, well, we've got cups at the moment, you can use everything in the media basket. The media basket actually sits underneath the unit, so that means that you're getting the fresh filtered water going through the media, which is pretty cool. You've got the actual motor itself and power supply, and they're generous enough to actually include carbon. Now we've used this carbon before, it's actually really, really good, really like this one. Because we're getting rid of our filter cups and socks, we're actually going to have to modify the sump to fit it in. We actually bought the sump modification kit. The reason why we did this is the blade included in here is very thin and flexible. With the Red Sea sump, there's like less than a millimeter gap between the glass panels, and that's covered by silicone on the outside. So you actually need something really thin to push through that really small gap of silicone, and obviously having the right tools for the right job makes everything a lot easier. So we'll see how we go with that. You don't have to modify the sump to put it in, but I don't want cups. I don't want filter cups anymore. They're a pain to change, and this does that job anyway. The thing with filter cups and socks is, yes, it catches all the debris, but obviously that debris is still in the system until you actually remove it. So it's underwater. It will continue to decompose until you change your socks. So that's why this is so good. It actually takes that stuff out of the water before it can decompose. And we're also going to try and take out the glass while the sump is full. So stay tuned for that. That should be very interesting. Let's get this thing together.
But first we'll remove all the media from the sump.
So probably the biggest thing I'm looking forward to here is having a clean sump, because our sump is not clean at the moment. It's got a nice layer of silt in the bottom. So this pipe here is where the ReefMAT is going to be connected to. It basically reaches all the way down to the bottom. So that's the one we need to cut. So to visualize where to cut everything, I've hooked it up on the dry side. So I've got this here, so pipe needs to come up to here. And then from there to there is going to be the main pipe. So there is a joiner here, so I need to measure that amount as well. Because the 900 has 40mm pipes, this is the down pipe that we've cut. I've got to put the reducer on here, that goes onto there, and that goes onto there. So a little bit complicated, but we'll make it work. So first of all, I want to put these together and these together, and then when we install it, then I'll glue that final part there. It comes with little finger gloves, apparently.
That's not what Nick called it.
No, that's not what Nick called it at all. And we have some glue. So it's in a tube, yep. Oh, it's white. As you can see, I'm used to doing this sort of stuff because I'm not shaking at all. So smear that in there. That's one part. I'm actually going to smear it on the fitting itself. I think in the instructions it says put it on the actual inside of the pipe. Now this actually screws on. And then we just need to do the final connection like that when we actually put it into the sump. Now obviously the first thing we need to do is take out the filter cups. Now we got some bio blocks down in here. So in the kit we have the razor blades, we've got some thin blades, and then finally a scraper to clean off all the excess. These are the really thin blades that are included. As you can see, there's no blade on them as such, and basically that point is used for pushing through the silicone between the glass panels. I'm not sure how much I'll actually be able to show you because our sump is very cloudy from taking those bricks out. I should have done that earlier. So this blade is used for actually cutting the silicone on the outside, not between the glass panels. So you cut the silicone on the outside of the panels first, and that will free up so you can push the thinner blade straight through.
So there's a reason why Red Sea say, you know, practice some safe standards. I didn't. I was just about finished and cut myself. Only on the tip of the finger, but I'm not very good with blood, so I nearly fainted.
He fainted.
I didn't faint.
He did for like a second or two.
Nearly did.
No nearly about it.
What's that red thing on the carpet behind me? Is that blood?
This?
Yeah.
No, this year.
Thank God that's not blood behind me, okay, people? So nearly there. Well, one big piece of glass. So we have everything out of the sump. This is the wreckage there. Now I still need to get all the silicone off. I'm gonna wait till my hand heals. Because doing that left-handed, no.
But anyway, let's get this thing together. Where's my instructions? I'm just trying to decide which side I want the drive head on. Good thing about this is you can actually put your drive head on either side as well, because it has the openings for it. So, first of all, unlock that. Take that out. Okay. Opening up boxes. Okay, so the motor itself has some buttons on the side, and it's got the gears on the other side that obviously will turn the thing. So that goes on like that. And then this fits over the top on the inside. So that red piece just stops it sliding back out again. Okay, then we have the conductivity sensor. Okay, time to get some filter fleece in here, so we need to twist this down the bottom. And that just pulls it up and out. Also take this one out. Okay, now to put on the filter roll, we unscrew this, take that apart. Put the roll on, put this back together, screw that back on. Now, good thing about this is this holds the filter roll in place when it's in use. When it's not in use, you can just pop that there, and it actually holds the filter roll while you're doing everything else. So just like true toilet paper, it hangs over the roll, not under the roll. So make sure you get that right. Feed this back through here. We get this one. We put the filter roll through the slot in the roll. Make sure you pull it through a fair bit. And we can roll it onto the roll. Like that. Now obviously you're thinking at the moment, well, it's no good having the filter roll up here, that's not going to do anything. That's where this comes in. So the grate goes underneath the roll like that. This goes on top of the roll, and then we just click it into place on this side. Good thing about this product is it has nice little snaps, so you can hear it when you actually have everything connected correctly. You just push this down to the bottom. Push it down the bottom so the holes are up, and then you just twist the pipe so the holes are facing down, and that locks it in place. Then this one goes over the top of the filter roll and again snaps into place. Put this back up there like that and lock it into place. And we lock that one back into place as well. So the roll goes down, underneath, back up again. A lot easier to do than the Clara C, and it should be easier to do while it's actually in the sump as well. So we're going to put our cut pipe onto the ReefMAT. So this needs to be glued onto the bottom there. Now to put the ReefMAT in the sump, you need to take off the head of it, which means obviously taking out that pipe in the bottom. Again with the glue and the finger glove. plugged in and we have the flashing lights. So now to add it to the app. So connecting that to the ReefBeat app was extremely easy, like even easier than the Reef Wave. Basically, you have it turned on, it's automatically into the connection mode, so you don't really have to do anything there. And you just follow the prompts. So really easy. So we have it on. Go. At the moment though, I'm going to sort of like have a lie down and recover from my fainting spell, so I'll be back soon. As you can see, after a couple of days, it's significantly clearer. Now, our tank will take a while to clear up fully because the sump is so dirty, so cleaning that out and cleaning the tank itself will cause everything to go into the water column, but the tank is clearing up nicely. I'm really impressed with the results so far after a couple of days. Anyway, if you've enjoyed today's video, like, comment and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment and subscribe. And as always, be excellent to each other and keep it salty, everyone. Bye for now.
See you guys.